Hey folks, Eric here from DigitalSneakers.com. I'm going to do one more run with the Suunto 9 Baro, and then I'm going to run down to my office and do the full review for you.
There is a Downtown Express 3 train to Newlands Avenue approaching the station.
All right, so I made it to my office. Let's talk about the Suunto 9 Baro. I like this watch. I think that it is a very decent competitor to Garmin. There's a couple of things that I thought it needed to have that it didn't have, but for the most part, it had everything I wanted. It gave me pace, it gave me heart rate, it gave me a really detailed map at the end, it gave me my training effect. It was really super easy to operate. I really like the fact that it had a touchscreen, and what I think is great is that the touchscreen can be turned off when you're in an activity. While I upload all of my activities to Strava, one thing that I really liked was the detailed data that you get on moves count. The reason it's called the Suunto 9 Baro, that's B-A-R-O, is because it has a barometer built in. Now, barometer is basically going to check your ambient air, and it's going to give you a more accurate idea of where you are in terms of sea level. So you're going to get a more accurate profile of the activity that you've done in terms of ascents and descents. One of the things that I really like about this, and I think it's fantastic, and it's something that I've only seen on the Suunto, is that you can actually set the battery profile to the activity profile. So if you know you're going to go out and do an ultra, you can actually have an ultra profile where you have the battery life on the ultra option. It's going to be a big time saver. One of the things that I find when I'm working with some of the other watches that I'm constantly having to change some of the metrics that I'm looking at or the way that I'm recording based on the activity that I'm doing. This, you do it once and you set it and you forget it. But not only can you make the battery life, the battery profile specific to the activity, but if you find that you're running out of juice, and again, this is the only watch that I've seen you able to do this on. If you're running out of juice in the middle of an activity, you can change it to a higher battery profile. And then if you have 2 minutes of battery life left, the watch goes down to what it calls just chrono mode. So it's only going to be recording the time in the activity. It's not going to be recording distance or heart rate or any of the other things. So it's going to make sure that you get as much of your activity as possible saved on the watch rather than losing all of the data. Last thing that I really like about the battery is that it's a smart battery. So if you're using this for about a month or so and you go out for your long runs on Sunday, say, and on Saturday you only have 10% battery life left, it's going to give you a warning to charge the battery because it knows the next day it's not going to have enough battery life to get you through your run. It's a really incredible feature that I haven't seen on any of the other watches. I live in New York City. I found that the satellites didn't take long to lock onto the watch. I found them to be pretty accurate. My biggest complaint, and this is like some of the other watches that I've worked with, is that you can't customize the data that you're using on the screens. The screens are set and you can't change that. So I like to have lap pace, overall average pace, time of day, and distance visible to me at all times. At other times I'll have heart rate, at other times I'll have a workout that I'm doing, but when I'm doing a race or if I'm doing just a general workout, just a sort of your average in the middle of the weekday run, that's what I want to be able to look at when I just glance down at my watch, and you can't set that on the Suunto. So anyway, that's about it for the Suunto 9 Baro. If you like this video, smash that like button below, get it up in the YouTube algorithm a little bit more. If you like gear reviews, race reviews, anything endurance sports related. Also remember that I'm doing a series on the New York City Marathon this year. Anything and everything that you need to know. Hit that subscribe button over here. And don't forget that bell next to the subscribe button so you get notified when I put videos up about every week. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you next time.